Nice to meet you too.
Yes.
For those who don't know you that well yet, I'm guessing there are quite a couple in the world.
Yeah.
Could you just shortly introduce yourself, band and who you are in the band and stuff?
Yeah. Okay. So we are Blockbuster from Kuopio, Finland, obviously, and we first started out as quite young. We were almost just children when we first started the band, and we have been slowly building up our fan base over here in Finland for quite a few years now. And now finally we are putting out our debut album, which we have been looking forward to for quite a long time. And what comes to our musical style, it's somewhere it lays somewhere in between, I don't know, AC/DC and with mixture of all kinds of different musical styles. So it's actually quite hard to define, but it's more or less like a straightforward groove with tons of melody and catchiness.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And my name is Aarni. I'm the singer.
Oh yeah, just introduced the whole band.
Guitarist. And here's my brother Jaakko.
Okay.
He's the drummer.
There you go.
You're about to release your debut album. I remember in 2016 you got to play at Tuska.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
quite a while ago. So
Yeah.
my question is, how come it took so long to get the full album going?
I don't know actually. Every now and then there has been some sort of
Big
chances.
moments, yeah.
Yeah, or some situations where we might have had the chance to record the full album, but for one reason or another we have just been sort of waiting the right time, and now obviously the right time came, and here we are. Yeah, and we are actually very happy that we didn't sort of take those chances earlier, because now when we listen, go back to our old material, it might have not necessarily been that good.
Yeah.
Because we were so
way
young.
different back then.
Yeah.
And how does it feel now that you're releasing your debut album and it's immediately on a quite renowned big international label?
Yes.
Yeah.
So how does that feel that you can actually immediately with your first album
That's exactly what we were sort of hoping for. We didn't want to release our album just through some very small local indie label. Not that I have anything against any of those small labels, of course not, but still we just wanted to have a big international release. When we finally release our first full-length album, we wanted it to be like a big thing.
already released 2 singles of the album.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How have the reactions been so far?
Really good. Yeah, I agree. Well, actually, pretty much nothing but positive so far.
Yeah, a couple of negative comments somewhere
Yeah,
on
of
YouTube,
course, but that's only normal.
yeah.
That's YouTube.
yeah.
Now, from I heard the first single and the second single, they sound quite different. They're still within your style, but they sound quite different.
Yeah, we agree.
Where that first one is to me a bit more poppy.
Yeah.
And the last one is actually I never saw you guys before, but the most recent single, Move, is more the one that sounds what I expected you to sound.
Oh
sort of.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, you are right. Because I think the whole album is it's pretty diverse in terms of music. I think all the songs sound like Blockbuster, but still every song is kind of different.
Yeah, exactly.
None of the songs sound the same.
And I'm guessing you sort of had that goal in mind when you started writing music.
Yeah.
Well, I think I gotta say that
all came out pretty naturally.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there was not specific goal in any song or the album. It just
Yeah. Well, maybe in the early days it was kind of a bit more narrow-minded,
Yeah.
or a bit more narrow view on things. So when we started out, I guess our approach was more,
classic style.
classic, and well,
And it still is, but we're using a lot of
the new
different
album.
genres and taking the
Yeah.
ideas.
With the new album, the spectrum of influences is a lot more, diverse or broader, so to speak. So I think, well, we're not like straightly referencing any other bands. So we just tried. Well, we did our best to make it sound like a Blockbuster album and not like an AC/DC album, for example. Not that we have. Well, AC/DC is obviously our all-time favorite band still, but yeah, because back in the day we heard so much comments about sounding like AC/DC or whatever. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I quickly read. I think I found like one interview quickly of you guys that you were mentioning that you just don't want to redo what's been done before.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You kind of want to like put an original touch to your music.
Yeah, that's correct. Because I think too many, especially young bands, just like us a few years ago, they concentrate too much on paying sort of a tribute to their heroes. So we did not want to do that. We wanted to have some kind of original
feel.
Yeah. So we, let's say, one of the songs might have kind of a more traditional rock and roll groove to it, but the vocal parts might be like something totally different, like Bruno Mars or whatever. Yeah.
I guess in a way that's sort of normal for a young band, especially nowadays after almost everything's been done. That in the beginning you just like rehash a little bit until you find yourself a little bit. Like I noticed the same with your buddies of Shears Lane.
Yeah.
If you compare their first album to their second album, it's like
Yeah. You're absolutely
second
right.
album is way more Shears Lane than first. Well, they're both Shears Lane, but their personal touches to it, which I think is a nice evolution to see. And for you guys, it's kind of nice that it's immediately your first full length like that.
Yeah. But it's maybe because we have been together as a band for so long, so we have just slowly been kind of creating or developing our style. So
You've just been growing.
Yeah, exactly.
Getting more grown up.
Yeah.
I've been listening to the album before this. One of the songs was Walking Like a Dog. It sounds sort of like you're going about like having had like a good party and being on a bit of a hangover.
What it is. You can tell.
That just made me wonder, sort of like, besides coffee, what's your favorite thing to actually drink?
Actually, recently we have all been pretty much, totally alcohol-free almost. So we might sound boring. We are not huge, even though many of our songs might be about, partying and whatnot. But in real life, we are not that big party guys. But I like coffee. I like I don't know.
Well, not to party then, just if you want to drink something alcoholic, but like just to enjoy it.
I like beer.
beer and some cocktails,
So
gin tonics.
Yeah.
Talking about like enjoying beer, a lot of bands recently just like released their own beers and stuff like that. Would that be something that you guys would consider?
Totally.
Yeah.
I'm up for it anytime.
Yeah. I don't know, something original maybe.
Wine.
Yeah. Actually, I think quite a few bands have released wines as well.
Well, there's more beers than wines.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
yeah, you're correct.
And
Maybe
actually,
we put out our own milk or something.
Yeah.
actually, most of the wines that are released are like they're not bad, but they're pretty generic.
Yeah. Maybe a blockbuster coffee, like I think
Yeah.
Behemoth released their own coffee, which was this black. Yeah, something like that would be cool. I don't know. We'll see.
Earlier, you mentioned that you've been listening to like quite some different genres and so on. That makes me wonder if there's like any artists you kind of recently discovered or has something like, oh wow, this is pretty cool that you would want to like give a shout out to, like, hey, check these guys out.
Wow. Do you have anything in mind? Well,
I know it's a tricky question.
Yeah. Well,
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Recently, I've been listening to a lot of synthwave, like Perturbator or yeah. That's all that comes to mind right now.
synthwave. It's all synthwave.
Yeah. No. I think there's plenty, but fuck.
Yeah.
And
I've been listening a lot of pop lately, especially like Weekend, and but I don't think he's gonna need any shout outs. But yeah, synthwave.
Synthwave.
pretty much.
One band that I discovered recently is a band called Night Sins from Philadelphia. It's pretty underground, kind of synth and some post-punk vibes mixed. I really like
Very
that
Nine Inch
one.
Nails-y.
Yeah.
After your release, you're gonna like do like a small tour in Finland. Are there any plans to go outside of Finland?
Absolutely.
Totally.
We have like a team behind the band who are constantly working on getting the band out of Finland, so to speak. Like some things in Europe might be coming up. I mean, Central Europe and stuff like that. So, but that's not something that we can talk about yet. Yeah.
That's
Which
quite-
is the usual. Yeah, there's lots of stuff coming up, but sorry.
We're gonna keep our mouths
Yeah.
zipped.
Well, then at least people that watch this know that they have to look out for news.
Yeah. But yeah,
Stay tuned.
after the album comes out, we'll be touring in Finland, and we'll see what we have in store for the beginning of next year.
And maybe to promote yourself towards possibly getting like shows outside of Finland. When they come to a show of you, what can people expect?
Good times.
Good times and very hard hitting, like
Good times. A lot of energy. Catchy tunes. That's just about it. Yeah.
So basically,
Yeah. If you
beer and rock and roll, party,
yeah.
something like that.
If you buy a ticket, you won't regret it. Yeah, let's put it that way.
Yeah. Any last words still to your fans or people that watch this all over the world?
Thanks for supporting the band, and hopefully we'll see you at a town near you. Yeah, you.
Okay, thank you guys.
Thanks.